Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law. Please subscribe to our channel. Are you worried about alimony? Well, as well you should be. In a situation of an alimony case, sometimes that can be an expense that is unanticipated, an expense that can really compromise where you're going financially in your future. It's one thing that you thought you were getting divorced, so you're getting divorced and certain things are going to change, but on top of that, to have to pay alimony is a concern. You need to understand, though, that there are some elements to alimony. It's not just that people get divorced and I got to pay alimony. It's not like that. The way alimony works is it's more scientific. There's sort of some factors that are taken into account, and the factors have sub-factors. Succinctly put, when we look at alimony, we're going to look at a couple things. Number one, how long is the marriage? The longer the marriage, the greater your risk is for alimony. Number two, what's the disparity of income between the husband and the wife? So if you have a long marriage but both parties are making the same, it's not an alimony case for one or the other. This is basically the same. So we're going to look at the difference between the income of the parties. And lastly, one of the main factors the court wants to look at is what's the availability of disposable income to pay it. In other words, the court can approach it theoretically. There could be a long-term marriage and a disparity of income, but for example, if the parties live so high on the hog and they're saddled with so much debt that there's no available money to pay above and beyond that alimony, the court's not likely to order alimony. Rather, the court will probably order some distribution of the bills or some way to get the debt retired. So it's not the same in every single case. Your case is going to be particular to you. But I would tell you that alimony is always a concern, particularly in long marriages where there are high earners. That is definitely something on the table. Your best bet, though, is to reach out to a qualified law firm, talk to them about the situation. Sometimes tax returns don't tell the whole story. Sometimes a business valuation doesn't tell the whole story. And you know, it's very important to get to what is real when we talk about how much alimony should be paid. I had a situation not long ago where there was a business, and the wife came and said, "Oh, the business is worth so much money," and the business evaluator came forward and he said, "This business is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars." But they were basically evaluating it on a cash basis, and when asked if you came a day later and those hundreds of thousands of dollars in the account were removed, what would you be evaluating the business at? And the answer was, well, if there's no money there, the business is evaluated at zero. So that shows you that such evaluation is not necessarily an accurate description of the real value of the business. Because as you know, the real value of a business has to do with money coming in and going out and expectations and all of that. So when we talk about alimony and we're talking about evaluation of business to pay alimony, there are some very specific factors that have to be taken into account. If you have any questions about that, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.